Why, hello there.
It's Ken and Baby Scraps. We're doing a week in review of the stock market and just the world in general, right? I mean, the stock market kind of is the world right now. It's what's going on.
Yeah.
So we're doing a little work on this Google Sheets file with the Google Finance formulas that allows you to bring in information in real time, and also it allows you to look up historical information. So I have a weekly change, a price in the stock at the beginning of this week of May 18th, and the change that it had, and also the daily change that the stock has had. So Celsion was the big winner this week. They apparently have a liposome-based cancer therapy, something. I mean, I hadn't heard much about them. It's not really COVID related. It's another cancer therapy, but they had a great week, up 121%. Really more than double the next best stock, which was an oil stock in Prime Energy Corporation. So a lot of these big winners, Big Five sporting goods, Penn National Gaming, casinos, there's an overwhelming feeling that we're going to be getting somewhat more back to normal because people just can't take it anymore, staying home all the time. So we're willing to risk it, and you're seeing that in the market this week in things going up that had previously been closed down. Full House Resorts, Avis, like Hertz already went bankrupt, I believe. They'll sure have a restructuring deal. Avis surviving, and the stock going up this week by 20, almost 30%, 1% on Friday. I wanted to talk a little bit about the airlines. It's starting to become a thought. Well, would we be willing to fly? What kind of precautions would we take? Would I fly? You can see that the airlines had a down and up, down type of week over the last 30 days. And as we go back even further, you can see that a lot of the airlines have been trading sideways or down, starting to creep up. But what happened in March was this massive drop in this industry. You can see here's where everything came from. And they all went down in a similar pattern. They went down and they basically have kind of flatlined. So the question is, are they going to pop up like Allegiant is popping up here, like JetBlue is popping up or last week, like Southwest is popping up or last week? There's a lot of reason to believe that the government will not let them fail, as they kind of view the airlines as an establishment part of our country and the world. So if they're going to get that bump in and they're not going to be allowed to go bankrupt, then they're probably going to end up rising, and we're going to find a way to do air travel. It's starting to feel like that, but hey, we don't know what's going to happen. There could be a massive outbreak in the next few weeks as we open up, and we don't even know. Let's talk about the biggest losers of the week. We're going to try to do all this in under 5 minutes. It's our thing. Sorrento Therapeutics, huge loser. Moderna actually is a loser on the week. Why? Because they opened up at 86. They had, it's crazy what's going on here talking about a vaccine. I'm about to sneeze. Socially distant sneeze right there. Moderna, I'd stay away from this. This is like a year away from any vaccine coming to market. There's a whole lot of time for therapeutics in the meantime. The CEO or the guy who started this was selling some shares when it was going up, and just kind of whole thing looked like a press release. So even though they're up on Friday, this is volatile craziness I'd stay away from. Pluristem Therapeutics down. They've been going down for a while. Genmark Diagnostics. There's a lot of this healthcare and oil, healthcare equipment, biotech, and oil that were big losers for the week. Whether or not the oil demand comes back or how it comes back is still something to watch. This virus has kind of been a catalyst for us to move into not traveling and not using as much oil. Maybe we're going to shift that to some other type of
We're
alternative
at
energy.
4 minutes.
We are close. We are 4 minutes. The stocks we say to watch for the week. You know what our favorite stock is, right?
Amazon?
No. Well,
Tesla?
it should be Amazon. It's actually Tesla. Tesla was down for 1% for the week, also down 1% for the day. That's fine. They're still trading at 827 a share right now. Wow. Walmart down a tiny bit for this week, even though they announced earnings. They were actually a volatile stock. Merck down 5% this week. They haven't released any information about famotidine or Pepcid potentially being helpful. That study is probably going to come out in June from Northwell Health. Beyond Meat down a little bit. Microsoft down a little bit. Google up. We're on Google Sheets. Google's awesome. We got 10 seconds. Dunkin' down, but I still think Dunkin', I think the drive-through coffee thing's here to stay. LYTS with the
You got 8
screens, 7
seconds.
seconds. Abbott. Twitter up 9%. Twitter's my stock of the week. Go Twitter.